Good morning, it's Andy from PCR Global and Fit for Purpose online training, just looking at our ISO training. And I'm on the slide now about role specific audit checklists. A lot of discussion about audit checklists, isn't it? Think about it, there's some negatives and some positives, but let's focus on some of the positives. A role specific audit checklist, clause 9.2 for audit. Who writes it? When's it going to get used? Oh, bear with me. Who writes it? When is it going to get used? Focused for the biggest risks. So think about a role-specific checklist. There are multiple roles in the organisation. So focus on the big risk items. Objectives. If you are objectives-led, think about your objectives, whatever health and safety, QHSE objectives are in the company, and then you can build and design your role-specific audit checklists around that. Each role has got distinctive legal and procedural duties, as we know. It's not just site management who should be being audited. Think of finance, think of HR, think of marketing, digital marketing, think of procurement. And yesterday we looked at all those different activities, didn't we? So I'm just going to click through in here. Yesterday we looked at all those different activities. So none of these positions are beyond audit, because they undertake an activity, a function, a support function as part of the core process. And that's even down to leadership, isn't it? So by having a role-specific audit checklist, it does give us the ability to focus on the big ticket items. We're just going to go back there now to the role-specific audit checklist. And this one I've got is for an operative. And if we look at that, we've got training and competence. So valid cards, evidence of toolbox talks, things like that, plant and equipment, working at height, focusing on the biggest risks, PP welfare, why do you wear your mask? So this is embedded within the role-specific checklist when we're actually undertaking it, observation, document review and interview. So we've got to think about that. So that's the role-specific audit checklist, and just reminding ourselves that that can be done against the organisation chart, against the individuals who undertake those roles. So that's it. Another thing we can do, just going to dip quickly into our health and safety policy. So this policy is free for download for Go members. And if we think now, when we're doing those more site-based, we can think about, right, what's in our arrangement? So accident, abrasive wheels, asbestos, biological hazards, buried services. So if we're auditing on site, our research, for want of a better word, our preparation is, okay, so what does the company say about buried services? So we could go into buried services section on the arrangements of the health and safety policy. The policy that I've got here for you guys, it follows 7 elements. And this makes it really helpful, not just for auditing. But think about that. Okay, we've got the purpose. So what is the purpose of this policy? What's the scope? Where does it cover? What's the statement of the organisation? Responsibilities. So think about responsibilities. Your health and safety policy should have a policy statement of intent. It should have responsibilities and then the arrangement. So the responsibilities are mentioned in here as well. So it helps. It helps. The arrangements and procedures for buried services, how this policy is going to be monitored and reviewed. Clause 9. Any relevant legislation, legal and other requirements, evaluation of compliance. So the policy is also really helpful before we do that site specific. And that's the same for, I can't remember how many I've got in here. Then down the bottom as well, there's a little bit in there about objectives as well. So this policy, which is you're able to download as part of the Go membership, let's have a quick look at that. You deliver is part of the document downloads, that policy. So role-specific checklists. The course will be free for Go members. The policy is already there to be downloaded. And so is the AI policy. So the last thing I'm going to say, that AI policy is also within that Go membership for you to download. So that's it. Thanks for watching. A quick review of our ISO 14045 and 9001 training, but focusing on role-specific audit checklists. Every position, every activity has a different impact on the organisation. We've got context, leadership, planning, support, operations, performance, evaluation, improvement. We've got the harmonised structure. So if we plan If we plan, we understand the risks and opportunities that's within their roles, then we can develop really good audit checklists. An audit of the head office is hardly an inspection. It's not like an inspection when you go to site. It's an audit, so you can go backwards and you can go forwards with that. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and when we can, stay productive.